Hello students, welcome back to our economics class. In the previous class we have discussed topic from unit number 6, that is industrial sector. We have discussed what were the reasons for industrial backwardness, which was a topic for 10 marks, and today we are going to discuss the same unit, that is unit number 6, industrial sector, and the topic here is what is privatization and what are the reasons for its implementation in India. What is the topic over here? What is privatization? So first we need to explain the meaning of privatization and then reasons for its implementation in India. Means why privatization have been implemented in India, why we are following privatization in India. Let us see the definition. It is a process by which government transfers producing activity from private sector to public sector. What in general sense, public sector's authority have been given to private sector. Like whatever the producing activity used to be there in industries, that producing activity had been transferred from public sector to private sector. So the transfer of producing activity from public sector to private sector by the government is known as privatization. Now let us see privatization measures were introduced due to the following reasons. Means why privatization have been started in our country, what are the reasons behind it? Let us see. The first one, to reduce the burden of the government. Why privatization have been started? To reduce the burden of the government. Now how can we reduce the burden of the government? Let us see. Number of public sector companies were facing losses continuously. Means many of the public sector companies, public sector means these are owned by the government, private sector means these are owned by the private people. So now who is facing losses? The public sector companies, not one company. Number of public sector companies were facing losses continuously, because of which there were delay in projects and increased cost of production. So why they were getting losses? Because they have delayed their projects. Alright, in public sector units, why they were getting losses? Because their projects was not done on time. Projects were not done on time. They were delaying the project. When you delay your project, how can you do business with people? You cannot give assurance to someone that I will produce the goods and give you on this date. After giving a date, you are unable to fulfill your commitment. That means no one will believe on your company and no one will have good relations with your company. So because of delay in projects, they were facing losses. Second, increase in COP. COP means cost of production, because rates are increased, the prices of raw material, prices of labor, prices of industries, everything have been increased because of delay in projects and increasing cost of production. The public sector were facing losses. So is it not a burden of the government that whatever the companies the government is having, they are facing losses because of some or the other reason? So with the help of privatization, what privatization means? Public sector units are converted into private sector. So whatever the public sector companies who are facing losses, that were converted into private sector, the authority was given to private individuals. So in this way it have reduced the burden of the government. So this is the first reason why privatization have been implemented. Second point, to promote efficiency. Public sector units were suffering from inefficient management. PSU means public sector units. So public sector units were suffering because of the following reasons. What are the reasons? Inefficient management. The management which was there in the public sector units, they were not efficient, they were not capable. Alright, not efficient, not capable means what? Unable to do the work properly, effectively. Alright, if I hired some worker, that worker should work for me very effectively, so that I should increase my output, and when I increase my output I should get profits. But the laborers here are inefficient, so the management is inefficient. Then lack of transparency. Transparency means hiding something. Alright, transparency means actually not hiding anything. Like whatever, when two persons come into a contract or an agreement, they must disclose everything clearly, cut to cut point. Like I have these things and you have these things. Alright, you should not hide anything. That is called as transparency. But lack of transparency means public sector units were not transparent. They were hiding many things. So because of which no one will have faith on them. Next, corruption practices were there. No need to explain this point. Corruption means not following the right path, you are going from the wrong way, wrong direction by taking extra unnecessary, unspecified money from people. That is called as bribe. You also called it as rishwat. In English we say it as bribe. So all the corruption practices were increasing. Then poor industrial relations. Public sector units was not having good relation with the other industries. When we have good relations, if we are in some problem, those industries will help us. But it is not maintaining good relationship with industries. Then overstaffing is also one of the point. How much workers I require, if I hire that many workers, then that won't be a burden for me, because I need to give payment, I need to give wages for every staff. But if I fill number of staffs, then when I don't get profit, I get losses. From where should I give their wages and salaries? This is also a problem. So public sector units are facing these problems. What kind of problems? Inefficient management, lack of transparency, corruption practices, poor industrial relation, overstaffing. These all are the problems faced by the public sector units. Then coming down, privatization helps to get rid of these problems. Which problems? Just now we have discussed. To get rid of these problems and to reduce the whatever the problem you were having earlier. What problem we were having? Our production was less and we were getting more losses. First of all, our production is very less. Upon that, we were not getting any profit. Instead, we were getting lots and lots of losses. This was our problem. So privatization helps us to get rid of these problems and increase the production. So what is the meaning of privatization? It is a process by which government transfers producing activity. Which activity? Producing activity from public sector to private sector is known as privatization. There is a small change over here. From, it should be public sector to private sector. Government companies are owned by private individuals. So whatever the public sector companies were there, that were given in the hands of private sector. So how it have solved many problems? First, it have reduced the burden of the government. It have reduced the burden of the government. Then second point, to promote efficiency. Previously public sector were facing many problems. It was suffering with many problems. Plus the production was very less. Losses were very high. And even though because of all these things what the public sector was facing, that were all solved by privatization. It helped us to increase our production. This topic is not yet completed. We have completed introduction and 2 points. More 3 points are left which we will discuss in our next class. So probably this will be your part 1, and in part 2 we are going to discuss remaining point number 3, 4 and 5. Till that, please copy these points and please practice it again and again until you are perfect. So see you in the next class with the continuation of part 1. Till that, stay healthy, stay safe and keep practicing.